All right, what's up, everybody? So we're going to do something a little bit different that we haven't done yet. We're going to do a small interview style video, and at some point we want to incorporate people in the hot boat community and talk to them and just get a little bit of their insight and where they came from and their background. So here we've got Donny Labon, the owner of Hydrophobia Top Fuel Jet number 514, and he's got a plethora of knowledge when it comes to drag boat racing, the jet boat community, and everything else. So Donny, thank you so much for taking a couple minutes and talking to us.
Appreciate it.
I'm gonna try really hard to look at you and not this Hemi behind us. So what is this thing actually?
This is a spin-off of a Chrysler late model 426. It's a TFX and it's 500 cubic inches.
Golly, what size superchargers hanging
That's
on
a
this thing?
1471 high helix blower.
Yeah, that's wild. And it's crazy because this thing has like the offset mag that's hanging off the side. I'm pretty sure it's all billet aluminum too, isn't it?
Yeah, all the front stuff's all been built. It's all billet, the brackets and everything that holds like the starter and everything on.
Yeah.
By a company called RCD up in Grass Valley area, Northern California.
They're in Grass Valley?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Tyler's from Grass Valley.
Yeah.
That's wild. Would have never guessed that.
Yep.
So this is the spare bullet for the motor that's in Hydrophobia right now, right?
Yeah. No, we ran this thing to test it in April in Bakersfield, and it did what we thought. We made it, a couple passes with it and boxed it up and put it in here for the spare. And the one we got sitting in it right now is brand new.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got all new stuff. This has some new components to it, but there's some used stuff in it too.
Yeah. What kind of horsepower does this thing make?
Right now, these things are probably making between 31 and 3,200.
Dude, that's insane.
Yeah.
I can't imagine trying to put that. I mean, you hear about guys in the drag car world, the drag racing world, putting that kind of power down on a big tire car.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what that's like.
Well, we're limited. We can only run 50% nitro per rule. They did that for safety back, and it's been that way since 88, I think, or 89. They changed it. And in the old days, we ran unlimited, so we're on a limit now. We can only run 50%.
Yeah.
But with all the updates through the years, 50% now, we're making probably 600-700 more horsepower than back in the day when the guys that were running like 85 and 88% were making.
Dude, that's so crazy.
And it's just technology. Everything changes.
Advances.
Fuel pumps are bigger, blowers are bigger. The mags put out more amperage.
Yeah.
And when we ran before, we had two Mallory mags that were super mag 6s or whatever, basically 6 amps a mag, 12 amps. This one here, just a single one's 44.
That's wild.
44 amps.
That's so wild.
So it's a lot of juice to fire it.
Yeah, no kidding. So, I mean, speaking of nitro and just kind of your background, like, how did it start? I mean, I know that's kind of a loaded question, but...
Well, it was way back. I was probably maybe 11, 12 years old, early teens, and they used to run a lot more than they do now. California's kind of a dead hole for boat racing right now, but in the old days they ran everywhere. Well, we went to Oakland Marine Stadium up off of Alameda up there, kind of by the Oakland Coliseum, and we watched the boats, and then we watched them qualify. My parents took us, me and my brother, and we enjoyed it so much we came back the next day for the eliminations. And then from then on, every time they went to Oakland, we'd go watch. And I never said nothing to my parents at the time, but that time I'm thinking to myself, I want to do this one of these days. And it just kind of grew from there.
And you were like 12?
Yeah, I was probably 12. It was in the 70s.
God, that's so insane.
Yeah.
That's cool. So when was the first time you actually stepped foot in a boat and actually ran it?
Well, the way it happens is, it's different nowadays because there's GPS. But back in the day, nobody knew how fast boats were going. You know, everybody's had a 100-mile-an-hour boat.
Yeah.
Well, you go to the races, and the only way you're going to find out how fast your boat was going back then was to go. You'd have to go to the race.
Right.
So, you know, we go, and I bought basically I bought a Sanger Jet Hydro. It was a boat that a guy named Dean Willis designed back in the mid-'70s, and I really liked the boat, and I took it as far as I could take it on the lake. You know, same thing. Oh yeah, we're running 85 miles an hour, 90 miles. First time we took it to the races, 78, 79. That's all it was running.
Yeah. Numbers don't lie.
Then, well, okay, let's do this, let's do that. So we get it a little faster, and it was a real heavy boat. Not really like what you see today. It wasn't a racing style like a Daytona Eliminator or a Cheyenne or anything like that. So we got out of it. I mean, the guys that had done my pumps at the time, we built an actual race boat in 1980. We ran that thing in '79. I bought it in 1978. So in 1980, we got another race boat, and then we got that thing to run pretty good. We were running River Racer class back in the day, and you know there was some stout boats, and we were probably upper middle of the pack.
Yeah.
With what we were doing, and we had a gear reduction box in it to let the engine spin more RPM, and they outlawed that at the end of that year. Well, here I am sitting with a heavy boat, and we had nowhere to go.
Right.
Wasn't going to run comp jet, wasn't running unblown gas because it's too heavy to be competitive. So we went from River Racer all the way to Top Fuel in 1 year.
Yeah.
The next year we went to Top Fuel. So we bought a used motor from a guy in Sacramento. It was a Chevrolet. And we put it in, and then we just started from the bottom, nipping at it. Then we hooked up with some funny car guys because we were from Fremont, and they were there and they ran there a lot. We put their steel Chrysler motor in it.
Hemi?
Yes, it ran that, and the fastest we ever went with that thing was 117, 118.
Yeah.
And at the time, most of the guys were running 130, 135.
In the
blown fuel jet class.
That's wild.
And then, we went to Phoenix in 1981. There was 17 boats in the class. And
Top fuel jet.
Yeah, and they only qualified 8. Well, we qualified 14. So we ordered the placecraft on that day, and that is the other boat we run, Little Sister.
Yeah.
That was the boat that you're going to be driving later in the year.
Yeah.
That's the boat that we got, when we ran that. Now, that boat wasn't real good to me.
What year was this?
That was 1982. We got that boat.
Okay. Did you get it directly from brand new?
Yeah. They delivered it to
Placecraft?
Oakland to the guy Carl Carlson.
Yep.
He was doing our pumps. He was having a Christmas party. They brought the boat up there. We rigged it, tested it in February, and had it out on the water at Ming in April.
Yeah.
To run it. Wasn't right off the bat what we thought. I mean, it was running 125, which is better than we were doing before.
That's pretty respectful numbers, 125.
Yeah, and we were always like, in those days they qualified by miles an hour. It wasn't ET.
Yeah.
Because the clocks, everything wasn't sophisticated as it is now.
Right.
So we ran pretty much 125 and 130. We got the boat up to like 137 or 8. The first time they ran an IHVA race down at Lake Puddingstone in Pomona.
Puddingstone, that's so crazy.
Yeah, we got all the way to the final round, and I was racing Going Places, which was the quickest and fastest boat at the time, and a kid named Billy Henderson was driving it. And I got out early, so I had to lead, and I'm coming to the finish line, and I felt the engine lay down, which is a no-no.
Yeah.
And it's you're always closer to the finish line than you are.
Yeah.
And I said, I can make it, and next thing I know, I'm on fire, totally. Doing the Pete Rose imitation, sliding across the water on my belly, literally on fire. I mean, what happened was,
oh my God.
We blew a head gasket, and all the oil, when you deaccelerate, everything that's in the bilge of water and oil mixes, and it's on fire, and it comes up in your lap.
Yeah.
And the last thing I remember looking down, I couldn't see my legs. Next thing I know, I'm sliding across the water on my stomach.
Oh my God! This is in Little Sister?
Yeah, and it was almost dark, so it made it really. I mean, it really made it look worse than it really was.
Yeah.
I was probably doing maybe 110 when I came out of it. And then I started rolling, and I'm thinking to myself, sky, water, sky, you're seeing. And then I just say, keep rolling with it. Don't try to stop.
Right.
And you finally stop. Make sure you got all your parts still there and working. Rescue boat picks me up. The boat didn't sink, but the fire was out. So
Yeah.
that was a good thing.
Yeah.
So they towed it off, and that was it. And we ran one more race after that year, and then the following year, we had it running pretty good. We went out on the first race of the year down in Lake Irvine, and the fuel line sucked closed, and it threw me out. It did a flat 90-degree turn at 130 miles an hour.
Oh my God!
And I went out, and I'm still feeling the effects today. It separated this shoulder, which I've never had repaired. Sprained my left ankle. Ripped my earlobe back about this far. They had to stitch it back on. I had to go to the hospital, but I didn't have the ambulance ride. I got a ride up there, and they kept me under observation for a while, make sure I didn't have a concussion or anything.
Sure.
And then that was it. And then that boat, as far as we were concerned at that time, was done.
Yeah.
So then we ordered another one, you know, as our second place craft.
Yeah.
This was like April. They were in the middle of transitioning from one group of owners to the other group. So we were fortunate enough to have Advantage Boats build our boat, and it was Harry Christensen, one of the best boat builders out there. He passed away, but he was really, really good.
Wait. So Advantage Boats built
3. They did one for me, one for Roger Way, and one for a guy named Dick Edwards that was from Alabama. His boat was called Alabama Express.
Yeah.
Roger since crashed his, but Alabama Express is still going, mine and that. And I double checked it, the serial numbers are right there.
All Placecrafts.
Yeah, and he did 3, and then it went back to Placecraft, the original guys that were doing it, and they took it back over. So, but yeah, it's been a ride. And then, you know, we won our first point championship in '84. The thing really started running. We were the third boat ever in a jet to go over 150.
Oh my God.
And first iron Chevrolet to ever do it.
Yeah.
The fastest they'd been was 144 at the time.
Yeah.
So we did that, and then, you know, we ran and we were real successful there for a couple, 3 years. We quit in '86. My daughter was I had a son already. My daughter was going to be born in early '87, so I got out of it for a while.
Yeah.
And we sat in '86, we actually got the boat to run 153 miles an hour, and I almost went on my head at Chowchilla.
And this is still Little Sister.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't the new boat. Little
is
Sister was done.
Hydrophobia.
This is Hydrophobia.
Okay.
Pre-capsule, pre-nitro limit, when we were running like 62% about that at the time.
That's
In
wild.
the Chevrolet, which was unheard of.
Right.
But we didn't tear the thing up. We kept it together. We had 2, sometimes 3 engines with us, so we would carry to the races just in case. But usually we could run a race on one engine. We didn't have to swap them. But they were real close. We could change them, and it didn't really make that much of a difference.
Wow, that's wild. So it sounds like you had a pretty good growing up in the industry, in the community. You really had a lot of experience in it from an early age.
Yeah.
How old were you around this time?
Well, when I first started in the fuel boat, I was 21 years old.
God, man, you're
Now,
so lucky.
in 2 weeks, I'm going to be 67. I hate to say that, but
You don't look a day older than 35. Don't worry, it's all right.
but yeah, I'm going to be 67. I'm still doing it, and yeah, I still have a good time doing it.
That's awesome, man. Well, yeah, you kind of brought me along on the team organically just from doing all the video content that we've got on the boat. And then I started working at Liberator, and you were like, hey, load me up, man. I want one of these, dude.
Yeah, when we got the outboard that you did last winter, I've had it out a couple, 3 times. We're taking it again next weekend. And it's been good. It's a good change of pace.
Yeah.
To get out of this and go into something that you know you're going to turn the key, it's going to start.
Yeah.
You're not going to be under the hood wrenching on it, getting
Right.
all full of grease on your good times on
Right.
the weekends.
Right.
And it's a good change of pace.
It's funny. Good change of pace going from 150 to about 100, which is crazy to talk about because most people in their life have never been triple digits in a boat.
Yeah.
That's wild.
You
So-
can talk to a lot of people that say they have.
Oh, everybody's got a 100
Yeah, everybody's
mile an hour
got a
boat, don't
100
worry.
mile an hour boat. But when you get out here and have to do the deal,
Yeah.
it's puts a lot of sincerity into what you think about.
Oh, dude, I'm sure. I can't even imagine what it's like sitting in a coffin, damn near, not being able to move, just enough room to reach up, grab the capsule lid, close that thing, and haul ass. What?
Oh yeah, and like you got that onboard camera that's set up for tomorrow. Everybody's going to be able to see what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
When we tested it today, it's going to be off just a little bit above my eye view.
Yeah.
Maybe 4 or 5 inches is all.
Yeah.
But it's going to be real close to what I'm seeing when that capsule lid comes down.
Yeah. So what is it like piloting a 19-foot tunnel jet boat with a nitromethane Hemi? Like what goes through your head when you close that capsule and smash the throttle and you're already at the end of the track?
Yeah, well, you're just you pick a point at the end of the track and you basically aim at it. That's what I do. You're not really steering them.
I love this.
You can slide it a little bit, and I've done it before, but like we ran last year, the year before, one of our best passes at the time, we ran like a 527, and there was a duck in the middle of the lane. And I actually slid the boat around and missed the duck.
No way.
I slid it, yeah. I slid it just enough to get around it because it was dead smack in the middle. I would have T-boned him. And I slid around just a little bit to get around, and I saved the duck, saved myself. Everything worked good. We ended up being a real good pass. So.
Dude, Habitat for Humanity loves you right now. Save the duck.
And I'm in a process of writing a book right now.
Oh,
and
really?
What I'm telling you, a lot of this stuff's going to be in the book.
Dude.
There's so many things, and we'd be here all night for
Yeah.
me to discuss stuff that's happened through the years.
Yeah.
It's just a lot. And I tried to quit 3 times, and I couldn't do it.
Yeah, you just got
And
too
you
much
wonder
for
why
passion.
you keep coming back, and it's the people.
Yeah.
It's the group of racers and families and everything out here that makes me want to keep doing this.
I love it. So speaking of the people, who do you have on your crew? What's it take to do a top fueled jet?
Well, first
and the
off,
team?
I think, this is my opinion, you surround yourself with the best people you possibly can get.
Amen.
And you try to take care of them as good as you can. And they're the guys.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm in here, I'm just basically pushing the pedals.
You're the
We got
pretty
a
face.
lot of automation, you get the credit and everything, but Glenn Schuler's been with me forever. Tim Eagle, Jared Vance, Carol Schuler. I mean, she does a lot. I mean, it's just, and we keep the same group.
Yeah.
We've been doing this together now since 2000. Tim came on in 2017, I believe. So we've had, other than Jared who came on later, we had a guy pass away, Justin Gore.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Yeah, he was already on, but we haven't really even replaced him yet. But just everybody had to step up, and it's just the group we have. It's amazing, and I wouldn't do it with anybody else.
Right.
I mean, Glenn had hip surgery early in the year. He goes, "Oh, we could take." I go, "No, we can't take it. I can replace me.
Right.
I got Brian Nelson. I could stick in if I had to, but." Glenn and Carol, even we tried to replace Carol one time, but she couldn't come home race. We picked up the slack, but it's
Challenging.
It's all cogs.
Yeah.
Everybody has their piece,
Right.
and when they all cog together, that's what makes it successful.
It's funny because earlier today I was talking to Tim, and he was telling me a lot about what it takes to actually be part of the crew and pit for you in this class. And one of the things that really stood out to me, what he said, was that he is the designated individual to strap you in.
Yeah.
Right? And that resonated with me
Mhm.
because your life is literally in another individual's hands. It's not anybody else doing
I
that.
took a lot for granted with what the crew does for me when I wasn't driving.
Yeah.
I didn't drive it from 2016 to 2021, and I had to put some of my best friends in the water. And I wear this thing on my wrist, and my heart rate when they were driving the boat was 120.
Oh
when
my
I'm in
God.
it, it's 109, 110 or less.
That's wild.
It's just that much more stress, and I never realized what I was putting all these guys through until I had to do it myself.
Until you
and I
were
got
the crew.
Huge respect more for what they do.
That's awesome, man. I love it. So that's good, man. I love being part of it and helping you guys out and jumping in. I mean, I'm learning a lot from everybody on the team, and I can tell you just from the short time span that I've been around you guys, it just feels like a family environment.
Well, and you could fit right in because they said that he's a worker.
Yeah.
You don't want guys standing around like I do.
Yeah.
You know, basically.
I said it before, you're the pretty face, man.
Exactly. You got to have guys that are willing to jump in there, and they're over here laughing.
I know. Hey, quiet down.
They're listening to me because I never tell them this stuff.
We have an audience
for the first time. They're hitting the good part of what I got buried in here that I just never talk about.
I love it.
But yeah, and that's the truth. I mean, I do what I can do.
Right.
Glenn's helped me a long way. I'm not a wrench guy. I know everything about this, what it does, numbers, this and that.
Sure.
But it comes to turning a wrench, I'm like, can't do it.
All the way down to you being a mad scientist back there mixing nitro and
I can do that. That I can
crazy.
do.
You can do that, but you can't turn a crescent wrench.
No, the wrenches are bad. I mean, I take the one plug off when I got to drain the fuel in the back. I can do that, but I'm not a wrench guy.
Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Don't forget, Donnie.
I'm not afraid to admit it. I mean, I just have never been that guy. You know? I know what's going on. I know what all the components do and what, all that and the numbers in my head of what we're running. But when it comes to wrenches, I'm not the guy.
Hey, we all have our weaknesses and our strengths. You can pedal a 3,200 horsepower boat all the way down 1,000-foot track, and I don't know anybody else in my group of friends that can do that. So hats off to you. That's a talent that not many people have.
Right.
It's incredible. So we're over here at the SDBA in San Angelo. We're running with the Southern Drag Boat Association. You're running in the top alcohol flat class. What is the top alcohol flat class? Honestly, we're a jet.
Yeah, well,
how does that work?
Way back when we tried to get them to combine these classes back in the 90s before we quit the second time. And there was a few old timers that, they didn't want it to happen. So we just basically quit running because there was no boats.
Yeah, no competition.
They had a few, and they had more than we had, but then it got to the point where back east, they were letting them run together. Well, when IHB or Lucas structured their thing, they said, okay, this is a combined class. Because we run similar numbers. It's really close.
Yeah.
ET mile an hour, and, a lot of people like jets, a lot of people like V-drives. It's kind of, it plays a little bit into stuff.
Right.
And they saw that, and they said, well, yeah, this is going to work. And to the most part, it has. I mean, I've been holding the flag for the Jets for a long time now.
Yeah.
We have had no company. It's been me and the flats, basically.
Right.
There's a few out there, but nothing, constant.
Yeah.
I'm with these guys almost every race.
Yeah.
I mean, it's us and them, and there's a handful of us that always show.
Right.
Try to keep the thing going. Right. And now that Bill Diaz has took the thing by the class by the reins, and he's doing good things with it. And I can see progress being made, and it's looking like coming forward, this thing could be a lot better than it's been since Lucas shut down in 18.
That's beautiful. And there's 4 boats currently in the class right now here, right?
4 here, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm the only jet. There's 3 flat bottoms and me.
Right. But is there usually more? Are there more people registered in the top alcohol?
No, that's about where it's been. I mean, we're hoping to see 6, 7, 8. We used to see 8 at Phoenix, even after Lucas shut down the first couple times, because it's close for everybody. It's a center meeting point.
Yeah.
So you get the back east guys and you get the west coast guys, and we're kind of out of our loop here because we're out here.
Yeah.
And it's it's expensive. It's a long drive. But you get out here when you got the competition, it's worth it.
Yeah, definitely. So what's your plan when we're out here? I mean, you know, like what do you?
Oh,
what do
we
you
want to win. I mean, that's what we want to do. It's been a long time.
Hell yeah!
So we want to win.
Yeah.
I mean, I came in second and second and second. And I got a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a whole wall full of plaques. I need something else besides that.
Yeah.
So we definitely want to win.
Yeah, I'm with it. Well, by the sound of the fire up and the warm up, just at even the show and shine, that thing cackled and it was so crispy.
It's brand new. Everything in that, the crank, the pistons, the rings, the valves, everything's sealing.
So what you're saying is this can go home with me if we don't use it. Right? We're gonna load this up.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you can pick it up.
Yeah. It's all aluminum, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
If you can pick it up, carry it out. You can carry. You can have it.
That's awesome.
But and I can't even remember ever driving a brand new engine. Not with everything like this one is.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
To see what it does.
Well, I honestly, like, we're running a little bit out of time, so I want to kind of wrap it up. But you know, you're how old did you say you are
Now?
Yeah.
I'm
70?
66. I'll be 67 2 weeks from tomorrow.
Cool. So I'm 32, right?
Yeah.
And I don't want to necessarily consider myself part of the younger generation that's trying to carry the torch, if you will, but I definitely have a passion for it, and I want to involve and incorporate people that are my age. So if you
That's huge.
if you had to give advice to an individual my age that's involved or wants to be involved in this, what would it be?
The biggest one, stay away from this stuff. You can have,
That's inspirational, Donny. I love it.
no, once you go up, you can't go down.
Yeah.
And these things, you got to be ready because it costs money.
Yeah.
It's not cheap. You can have just as much fun racing in the bracket classes
Yeah.
than you can have doing this. And
Yeah.
once you've been in this, you can't go back down. You can't go back. It's
Yeah.
hard.
Right.
I mean, I could go up. I could run alcohol hydro. You know, pro outlaw. That's not even really a step up, but I could do that. But you bracket. I mean, to do this.
Yeah.
I mean, if there was more boats and everything now, it'd be more fun. Yeah, but
Yeah.
the way it is right now, I tell somebody if you're going to start, stay down there for a while at least.
Yeah.
Till you really see if you're going to enjoy it
Yeah.
and what your funding is. It helps when you have a wife that's behind you,
Sure.
which I've had and haven't had, and I mean
Right.
it's been up and down.
Sure.
But when you have your wife behind you doing this
Support.
and your family,
Yeah.
I had my family for years. My mom and dad were involved. It was easy.
Yeah.
Now, you know, it's kind of been me, but these guys are my family. I
Right.
mean, the guys I got on my crew, they do for me than anybody.
Right.
So that makes a difference too.
So what I'm gathering from you is that if you're a guy who has a nice 18, 19 foot boat, whatever it may be, flat bottom, jet boat, quarter stringer, Tahiti, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If you're interested in doing it, try it out. And if you like it, stay there for a minute.
Yeah.
Really learn how it works, learn the lay of the land before you
You
start
have to
level
have
up.
patience to do this.
Well, I'm out.
It takes a lot of time. I mean, and
Right.
we've had a lot of stuff go bad in the last 7-8 years, and we've stuck it out, and we're to the point where we are now. But that's what a lot of people don't do. They want stuff to happen overnight. This isn't the sport to do that in.
Right.
It's not going to work.
Right.
You have to steer. You got to steer this. You know, you got to stay the course.
Right. Stay on the path that's narrow and long.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
I hear you. Well, hey, Donny, it's been a privilege.
Yeah.
I love the fact that you took a little bit of time and talked to me about your history and
Yeah.
how you got to where you are now with a spare 3,100 horsepower Bullet sitting behind
Yeah,
me.
we haven't had a spare in a long time, so this is a nice luxury to have.
That's awesome. Well, hey guys, if you liked what you saw and really enjoyed the history behind Donny Labon, Hydrophobia, Top Fuel Jet number 514, make sure to like and subscribe, leave a comment, and who knows, hopefully we do another one with somebody else that's got some real solid history in the drag boat racing community.